Speak version equals 1.0 XMLNS equals http://www.w3.org/2001/10/synthesis. XMLNS. MSDTS equals https://www.w3.org/2001/MSDTS Lang equals NUS. Voice name equals NUS Neural. MSDTS. Express as style equals SAD. Style degree equals 1.8. Prosody rate equals -18%. Pitch equals -10%. I am 95 years old. I've spent my whole life thinking I was married to a man who loved me, but the truth is I've been living a lie. His name was Jack, and we were married for 55 years. I thought he was a good man, but it turns out he was a master manipulator. He controlled every aspect of my life, from what I wore to what I said to our friends. I was a prisoner in my own home. I remember the day I found out like it was yesterday. Our granddaughter was over for a visit, and she asked me if I was happy. Happy? I was miserable, but I didn't know how to explain it to her. I was too ashamed, too scared of what would happen if I told the truth. So I just lied. I told her I was happy, that Jack was a wonderful husband. But the truth is I was completely wrong. I was living in a nightmare. Nobody told me this. Nobody warned me about the dangers of marriage, about the ways in which men can manipulate and control women. I thought love was enough, that as long as I loved Jack, everything would be okay. But it wasn't okay. It was never okay. I look back on those years now, and I realize just how much I was lied to. They told us that marriage was a partnership, that it was a beautiful thing. But it wasn't. It was a trap that I fell into willingly. They told us to be submissive, to let our husbands lead the way. But that was just a clever way of saying, be a servant. I was a servant for 55 years. I served Jack, I served our family, I served our friends. But who served me? Nobody, that's who. I was a ghost, invisible and irrelevant. And I know I'm not alone. There are millions of women out there who are living the same kind of life, who are trapped in the same kind of hell. But it wasn't until I was 75 years old that I finally found the courage to escape. I left Jack, I left the marriage, I left the prison. And let me tell you, it was liberating. It was like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. I could finally breathe. I could finally think for myself. Looking back, I realized that I was living in a time when women were expected to be silent. We were expected to keep our mouths shut, to keep our opinions to ourselves. But I'm 95 years old now, and I've lived long enough to see the world change. I've seen women rise up. I've seen them demand to be heard. And I'm proud of them. But I'm also sad. I'm sad that I didn't have the courage to speak up when I was younger. I'm sad that I let Jack control me for so long. I'm sad that I kept his secrets, that I kept his lies. But most of all, I'm sad that I didn't know the truth. The truth is, marriage is a myth. It's a myth that's been perpetuated by men, by societies, by cultures. It's a myth that says women are inferior, that says we're not good enough, that says we're not worthy of love. And I've lived it. I've lived it, and I've lied about it. But I'm not lying anymore. I'm telling you the truth now, 95 years old and still speaking. I'm telling you that marriage can be a prison, that it can be a trap. I'm telling you that women are not inferior, that we're not less than. We're equal, we're worthy, we're deserving of love. And I'm telling you that it's never too late to speak up, to tell the truth, to demand to be heard. I've lived a long life, and I've learned a lot. I've learned that love is not enough, that it's not enough to just love someone. I've learned that love must be earned, that it must be fought for. I've learned that I'm not alone, that there are millions of women out there who are living the same kind of life. And I've learned that it's never too late to start again. It's never too late to pick up the pieces, to start anew. I may be 95 years old, but I'm not too old to speak up. I'm not too old to tell the truth. I'm not too old to demand to be heard. So if this reached your heart, please subscribe. I still have things to say. I still have stories to tell. I still have truth to reveal. And I want to hear from you. I want to hear your story. I want to hear your truth. Let's break the silence together. Let's shatter the myths that have held us back for so long. Let's speak up. Let's tell the truth. Let's demand to be heard. We're not too old. We're not too young. We're not too weak. We're not too strong. We're women, and we deserve to be heard. I am 95 years old, and I will keep speaking. I will keep telling the truth. I will keep demanding to be heard. Because if someone as old as me can speak up, then anyone can. / prosody. / mstts. Express as. / voice. / speak.